What up guys, it's here Andre with Visuals by Andre. Content is king, run and gun. Today we're at a listing. I'm so happy about this listing because it's vacant, nobody's here. So it makes it a lot easier. More people in the house, the longer it takes, all right? So the first thing I do when I get to any listing, I do the outside first because it's nice and sunny, so boom, take advantage of that. Because here in South Florida, I could go inside, shoot the inside, and when I come back out, it's raining. So this way I get two chances to shoot the home. If it's raining when I first get there, I shoot the inside, and then hopefully it stops raining by the time I leave. Or if it's already nice when I get there, I do that first. Make sure no cars are in the driveway, and then I set up the drone to get going. Here. People always ask me what drone I use. I tell them the cheapest drone. Like I said, it's a business, so you don't want to spend money and get the fanciest drone, because this is really for real estate. You don't need that, you know. Maybe if I'm making a movie, I go get that new Inspire. But for this, I usually buy a secondary one a second-hand used drone off of OfferUp. All right, let's get going. When I take pictures of the house, I like to get it from all three angles and straightforward. And I want a little bit higher so you can see if there's a pool at a slant down as well. Maybe one from the backyard and one straight down to see the whole, perimeter of the land. Then I look around in the area to see if there's anything of interest that would help get somebody to purchase a home, whether it's amenities close by, or if it's a nice park close by, or if it's a downtown area close by, and anything that I could fly the drone to and check out, all right? All right, all done with the outside shots and video. Let's get started inside. Half my job is just looking for light switches. If it's a nice view, I usually put the windows all the way up. If it's just whatever, I just open up the blinds. So for these side ones, let me just open it up like that. For the backyard, probably drag it all the way up. Usually I send a list to the realtor of all the stuff to do. So if the house does have people, usually they should have done this before I even got there. Open up all the blinds, turn on all the lights, stop all the fans, remove magnets off the fridge. I have a list that I text to them, and I also encourage them to send it to their clients so that clients could spend the whole week getting everything ready. Lift this up for the nice view. Now we got a bunch of junk here. Compared to some things that I've seen in some houses, this is not that bad. This is like the contractor left some stuff over. Find the closest drawer. Boom, slide it into. I am fast because time is money. I want to get to the next listing, do as much as I can in a day. I think the most I've done in a day is like 8, which is exhausting and challenging. So boom, 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 hide this. You know what this is. Let's put it in there. Water bottles, da, da, da. Little stuff is hard to see in pictures, but I will just take this rag I see here. That's good. Got the guest bathroom. Another thing I like to do, toilet seats, I like to make sure they're down. That looks good. This should be our garage, is it? Laundry room. Nice. Gotta take a picture of the laundry room. What the f? Extra storage. Let me take a picture of that. Got the garage. Usually only take a picture of the garage if they have like a gym or nice floors or built-ins and stuff like that. Because if not, if a regular garage, from the outside picture, you see that there's a garage, you know? So let's run upstairs, make sure up there is ready too. That way we could just go from shot to shot to shot. Stairs, always take a downstairs shot like that. Lights on, boom. Like I said, half my job is just trying to figure out where the light switch is. There you go. It's a nice view, nice sunny day. I'm gonna lift it all the way up. Now, I don't want people to think real estate photography is like this. It's not. It's usually, most of the houses you're doing is like a regular house. Stop and look around your place. You won't even notice some of the clutter, but since you live there. So sometimes people don't notice their clutter, so I don't get upset with them. And I just do my best to hide things as fast as possible. Usually it'd be a bedroom, doggy beds, dirty clothes, basket, weird things, papers, and you want to hide all that stuff. Declutter. Hopefully they go over your list and they declutter a lot of themselves, and then you just have to put the cross the T's and dot the I's. But usually it's not a beautiful remodel like this. This was a flip, and I came here when it was trash, and it looks a lot better. They did a great job. But for the most part, it's not that difficult. What makes you a good real estate photographer is being able to take those regular houses that look like crap and make them look amazing. Mansions are easy, they already look amazing. They already have great lighting. You don't have to do much work, but that's not the usual. Oh, they added this walk-in closet into here. I gotta look in the before pictures. This may have been another bedroom. This is nice. Place looks good. Find out the price. Now the neighbor's got the Tesla. Take a look at that, Ryan. Nice neighborhood. Look at the neighbor got the Tesla charger out there. You see that? Show the people. They're decked out in their stuff. Lights on. All right, open up all the blinds, turn on all the lights. Everything looks good, ready to go. So we're gonna get to it, start snapping photos. A few of the settings I wanna show you guys right here. I have my f-stop at f8, because you know if you drop down to like a f.1.8, one thing may be in focus, but everything behind is blurry. This is real estate. We really want to show off everything, so you want to have a high shutters, a high f-stop. You want to have a high f-stop to have everything in focus. ISO, you don't want that much ISO. I always leave mine at 100, give or take. And then you really just adjust the shutter. You want to start maybe at a good exposure. Since it's so bright here, 60 has it at even exposure. But then the best part is that this part. There. I want to say most cameras nowadays have different photo menus, like single shot. If you want to do burst shot, take multiple shots, or wait 5 seconds and so forth, right? What we're going to is the shutter, or the bracketing. You want to find a bracketing menu. This is going to take it at 2 different exposure levels, 3 images. Sometimes, especially for more important areas like the living room, I may go up to 5. Since this has very bright in the windows and dark on the walls and a lot of different exposures, instead of doing, I'm gonna go to 5 photos at 2 stops different. I don't want to shake the camera by pressing the shutter button, so I have my remote control here, pull it out, and I press the shutter. All right, like I said, this one is lit pretty good, so I don't need it. All right, and now you're going to hear it when I press the shutter button. You're going to hear it automatically take 5 different pictures, and it's going to do it all at different exposure levels. I like to do very rarely do straight on photos. Usually do it on a slant. Usually it makes the place look bigger. You don't want to cut nothing off. All right, so I like to take pictures not tilted up, not tilted down, not too high, not too low, like around chest level. I want to go, depends on what's in the room. Find a good exposure level, and that's gonna take one bright and dark. Took 5. But my favorite angle is like sideways, really trying to show off how large the home is. Nobody wants to live in a small house. Boom, and just like that, we're rocking and rolling. I like to try and find the best angles. You definitely want to get, say if you're in a square, I definitely would hit like all 4 angles. I'd rather have too much photos than too little, but then that eats into your profit count. The more photos you get edited, the more it's going to cost, you know? So if one of those angles doesn't make sense, I may skip it, but that's a good rule of thumb to get started, you know, especially if you're not too sure. All right, getting a nice shot at this guest bathroom. A lot of times there's a mirror, so what do? You can do with your remote, you press the 2 seconds, let it take a picture. That way you're not in it, because it's a lot easier just to Photoshop a skinny camera out of the mirror than to Photoshop myself and the camera. You know what I mean? Like this one, most of the times bathrooms and stuff like that, you're not gonna be able to, it's hard to show the floor because the floor really helps convey how big the area is. Say with this one, with the laundry room, I don't really need to shoot the garage, but just so they can see it's nice and clean, I'm just gonna leave the garage door open so they could get a view outside to the nice garage. And I shoot at a slant. That helps a lot of times with size, because of the big illusion. If it's very important for me to convey the size, I may shoot outside where I won't be inside the bathroom, but shooting inside, I can see a little bit more of the floor, and it gives people a better idea of the size of the bathroom. I give you an example here. I took one inside, but that's mainly just to show the walls and the fixtures and the light fixtures in the mirror in the bathroom. Now I'm shooting one. It's so wide that I could see the floor, more of the floor and the depth in the bathroom. And it's wide where I could also see the laundry room and the garage, because I'm standing further back. I haven't kept the exposure the same in all the different areas of this house. Sometimes I adjust because some areas light bounces in more than others, may have more windows or different factors, or some have less windows, whatever case. So I adjust where it's like, I have a zebra. The zebra has the black and white lines that show you when things are getting too bright. You can set what too bright is. Usually you want to be, I have mine set at 95%, which anything over 100% exposure it starts to lose information. So you can't even darken it to figure out what's in that image. So I always want it at an even exposure, not too dark, not too bright. And then when I do the bracketing, it automatically takes some that's brighter, some that's darker, and then that way I get an even tone throughout the whole picture. But yes, but when I am going throughout the home, I am adjusting a little bit here and there, up and down. But I'm just adjusting that with the shutter. Since it's on a tripod and you're on the low shutter to get brightness, it's not going to be blurry because nothing's touching the tripod, and I'm just clicking with the remote here. You know, if at this low shutter speed, like 3, 1/1/3, if you held that handheld, even if you try your hardest and press the shutter button, it's going to have some type of blurriness. And this is real estate. We want everything to be very sharp. A good rule of thumb is you want to get at least 3 walls. So like I'm getting that back wall, this wall, and then most of this wall right here too. This room is very bright because it has 4 windows. So not only do I have to worry about the exposure in here, I got to worry about the multiple exposures out there. So I'm going to do bigger stops, so to get more of a dramatic range of exposures in the picture. Alright, that's it. Close back all the windows, turn off all the lights, back for my clients. Not part of the job, but always go above and beyond. I think with the photos and the video, it's 3-2 house, backyard. Took like 20 minutes. Set up the photos to get edited. I edited the video really quick. I love doing the videos. And most important part is being fast, friendly, and understandable. All right. And also looking the part. Those are some of the things that we know if you want to. Let me know if you want to jump into the real part of getting business and keeping business with clients, or any other questions you got about that. You know, I've been doing it a long time. Last year, I did over 700 homes, over 800 videos. But just let me know what you guys want me to talk about next, and I got you. All right. So then, content is king. Peace.